Good afternoon, Robert. It's Kerry here from Pacific Title Lexus Cairns. So what I would like to do for you today is a personalised high definition virtual tour. So the virtual tour is on our 2015 Mazda CX-5 GT Wagon, our SUV. So as you see in the background, that is City of Cairns. It's about 1 kilometre from us from a dealership here on 77 Mulgrove Road. We are made up of 2 pre-owned dealerships here in Cairns as well in our new department. So the other second pre-owned one is about 235 Mulgrove Road, 2 kilometres on the left-hand side, especially with that's our new car department, Lexus, and franchise Toyota, and service departments and parts department. So we basically are made up around about 160 to 220 cars at all times. So we not just stock your normal Toyota brand. It's basically, as you can see, Mazdas, Mitsubishis, Nissans that we basically stock on as well too, and Suzukis. So basically, as you can see in the background, that is our showroom floor. So it's 2 stories. So the dealership itself is actually here on 77 Mulgrove Road. I'm not too sure if you've actually been in Cairns at all, Robert. So just giving you a bit of a look of a 360 degree turn. Okay, so I don't want to go into too much of the video itself, and basically I just want to get straight into this vehicle that you're inquiring with us today. So the vehicle, like I said to you, is our 2015 Mazda CX-5 GT in that lovely colour charcoal grey. Everybody call it graphite. I'm not too sure what they call it down in Mazda itself. So let's get straight into it. I'll get you straight down onto the front bar. As you can see on the front bar, just want to make sure I can point out that there's any bad perfections or any stone chips or any dents in the vehicle itself. I want to point them out to you. As you can see on that front bar, they've got a nice set of parkers. So that's your parker sensors there as well too. Fog lights underneath of that as well too. And it's got a couple of little stone chips around it. That's just a bit of polish that's left on it. Making my way up onto the bonnet. Just giving you a look at across the top of the bonnet. Like I said, it is raining here at the moment, and I'm trying to get it underneath the cover as much as I can. But there is a couple of little stone chips as in here, 1, 2, 3. And that's just your polish in there as well too. Oh, fantastic. So just having a look on top of that bonnet there as well. Just raindrops there. A little bit of bird pop here that we can probably get our detailer to get some polish and see if we can get that out. Otherwise, if that's a little bit of a blemish for you, we can actually have a look at that for you and get it down to our panel shop if you need to be. Just up onto the windscreen, just to make sure there is no cracks or any chips in the windscreen itself. So that looks all pretty good. Okay, so I'm just going to make my way over here on the left side of the passenger vehicle. Just going to give you a look down the vehicle itself, just to make sure there is no ripples in the paint. As you can see, that paint is actually nice and glossy, so still keeping that nice glossy about it as well too. So that is pretty clean and straight. That is really good. So I'll just make my way up onto the roof. I couldn't get up here with the chamois. There is a little bit of water's up here, but there's nothing wrong up that side, just to make sure they're pointing out if there's any hail damage or anything like that, but there is not. As you can see, there is a sunroof there. So I guess this model in the GT does come out with sunroof, so I'll give you a little bit more insides of that when I get to the interior, Robert. So just going through the passenger side, giving you a look at the trim, how clean and tidy that trim is. Down onto the kick panel, you normally see a little bit of scuff marks there, people in and out of the vehicle. Just up onto the dash, so you can see that it's been looked after with a dash mat on there as well. Over near the driver's side seat and down onto the passenger. Fantastic. Okay, so I'm just going to open up the rear of the door on the passenger side. Giving you a look at that trim, how clean and tidy that is. On the kick panel on the back of the seat. and just on the back of the seats as well too. So just giving you a look in the middle of that seat. So it's got that nice little cup holder there as well. Fantastic. Okay, so just at the rear, I'm just going to go down and just make sure there is no luggage marking or anything like that on the rear bar. I see one little scratch here that we can sort out anyway. It is a pre-owned vehicle, and a couple of little luggage marks here that we can look at and brush touch for you. Okay, on the rear of the bar as well too, as you can see, there is parking sensors there as well, so front and rear parking sensors. And then as we on the back here, we have a look into the tailgate. Look, there's a reverse camera, and I'll just go around inside the panel itself just to make sure, check all the interior. It's got the powerful shelf there, as you can see that, Robert. Fantastic. And these little handles are actually pulling down your seats. So there's a little bit of a demonstration for you. Fantastic. So I'll pull them back up when I get into the back rear. It does have a set of floor mats. It's not actually in the vehicle, but I can put them in there for you with a cargo mat. Fantastic. Okay, so looking down on the driver's side now, just to the front of the vehicle, just looking at, there's no ripples in the paint. Just making my way down. Fantastic. And that is pretty clean and straight as well too. So, okay, before I get into the driver's side, just want to give you a look inside the wheel arches and that. There's plenty of tread on those tyres. Just around the wheel itself, just to make sure there is no gutter rash or anything like that. Fantastic. Just at the back here now. Fantastic. And just looking at that tread. Awesome. Round onto the wheel. Okay, so just open up the driver's side passenger. Just giving you a look at the door trim first. That is all pretty nice and clean. As I can see that, I'll follow those seats back up. Go to the middle area. Fantastic. Okay, so we're going to head into the driver's side now and just giving you a look at the door trim. It's got the Bose sound system as well too, as you can see. So being this model, being a GT, GT is nearly the top of the range in the CX-5. Okay, on the kick panel, up onto the dash. Just making my way onto those seats. Perfect. So it has on the driver's side seat, it's got your memories, so 1 and 2. So that's pretty good to have and handy if you've got 2 drivers. Okay, so looking inside now, just at the speedo odometer, like I said, 71,483 on the clock. Fantastic. Before I go away from that to get into more features, I want to give you a bit of a look at the steering wheel itself. Just going to do a 360 on the steering wheel. Okay, so on the steering wheel itself, as you probably would know, that it has got the functions of the features as in your volume controls, your information, your statio tune, and your voice recognition, your Bluetooth, and on the right of the steering wheel you've actually got your cruise control. Okay, so you can set it, turn it on, set it, and cancel if you need to be. Alright, on the right side of the panel, that side is actually got your iStop. So I'm not too sure if you know a little bit more about the iStop. I believe when you do stop the vehicle at a light, it'll stop for about a minute or two. The engine will turn off, but it'll automatically turn back on. Okay, so just working your way over to the audio sound system now. Just trying to bring everything up. It says please check around. So as you can see, you got the reverse camera there as well too. That's good and handy to have as well. Bit of music playing. Alright, so onto the audio, down onto the air conditioning system. So just letting you know that it's got the dual aircon system, so you got your passenger and your rear. You can change your temperature as well, your speed control, and down on here is your heated seats, so you can actually heat the seats up if they need to be, otherwise you can turn them off. You got your parking sensors that are on, so I'll go back up onto the audio, so they turn that off, and that will go through and show you all your music, and then go down through your sat nav. And how they control with that is that little joystick button here. Fantastic. So then you can go to your sat nav, go back to home, go to your music, or basically if you have your favourite, your star is your favourite, but going back on that button there, that'll go back out of it and go back into that little joystick area, and it'll go into your music or entertainment or so. Alright, before we go out of that, basically it does come with 2 keys. So you got your main key and your second key as your spare. And then just underneath of that as well too, that's where your SD card sits for your mapping, and your dual USB and aux plug. So fantastic, that's got that. So just going to give you a bit of a look. It has got all the books, as I was telling you before. Got your logbooks, your owner's manual, your service books as well. So that's all your maintenance book that I've gone through. I'll go through and show you anyway, Robert. You have actually a little bit of time to actually watch this. Okay, so just looking at that, as you can see, the vehicle is originally from Mackay. It's actually been a one owner. Has got great service history with this vehicle, and it's always been looked after and maintained. Okay. You can see that they consistently go into the main service department. Then it's looked like it's gone back to where it originally started its first service at 60,000. Then it's gone back on from there to 69, 79 at Coral Motors. So Coral Motors is actually owned by us. So that's our affiliate with our service, our roadworthies and everything as well. Okay, rightio. That sort of comes to inside the features itself. Before I go away, you've got your revision mirror, so you can actually turn that on and off. That's just part of your dimming. You've got your sunroof, as I'm looking there. Just giving you a bit of an idea how it actually works, just to make sure I can do a video. Fantastic. And I'll just make sure I can close that for you. Fantastic. Alright. So let's just go out to the engine bay now and just giving you a look through the engine bay itself. This video has taken a little bit more time than I thought it would. Sorry about that, Robert. Okay. Giving you how clean and tidy that vehicle is and how it's been looked after. Fantastic. Alright, Robert, that is coming to the end of the video right now. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to give me a call. Talk to you soon. Thank you.